the business analysis for EastWest Hotel for year 3, quarter 3, 4, and year 4, quarter 1, 2. In terms of finance, in the 4 quarters, we continue with our new strategy to minimize the cost for the business, and the results tells the successfulness of our strategy, and as well bringing our hotel to be the hotel with the best results within the market. Throughout the year, we have a constant improvement of the business. The reason behind is that the management team discussed and decided to stick to the plan to keep our costs low, especially in the human resources and marketing aspects. In terms of GOP, we have 42.58% in June in year 3, and the number increased to 44.26% at the end of year 3, which is determined to be a great result for the hotel within the whole market. Moreover, in June of year 4, we have a GOP of 42.91%, which is slightly improved compared to the same quarter in last year. In terms of net profit, we have $1,153,000 in June in year 3. The number increased to $2,691,000 at the end of year 3. In June of year 4, we have a net profit of $1,197,000, which is again more or less the same compared to the last year. In terms of ROE, we have 4.3% in June in year 3, and it is increased to 9.5% at the end of year 3. We have an ROE of 4.07% in June of year 4, which is also consistent with the results from last year. For our future plan for the business, in order to keep our good result, we will stick to the low expenditure strategy. However, we would like to increase some of the costs to increase our competency in the market, such as in the human resources and marketing aspects. In terms of rooms, the average occupancy rate in last year's quarter 1, 2 was around 70%, while for quarter 3, 4 it was 71%. For this year, the occupancy rate for the first 2 quarters was 67%. In terms of average rooms revenue, it was around $770,000 in last year's quarter 1, 2. While for quarter 3 and 4, it was $780,000 in quarter 3 and 4. For the first 2 quarters in the year, it drops to $680,000. And the price of rooms that we set in this year were nearly the lowest, but still the occupancy rate didn't rise, leading to a decrease in rooms revenue. This can be explained by the low season along with the competition from other cities. For the next quarter, we will increase our room rate by 10%, and we aim to achieve 70% in the occupancy rate with a room revenue of $750,000, since we expect there will be more customers due to the peak season. In terms of F&B, for year 3, quarter 2, the F&B year-to-date revenue was $2,161,000. For year 4, quarter 2, the F&B year-to-date revenue was $2,171,000. It has slightly increased of 0.7% in revenue compared with last year in the same quarter. We didn't change in price, and the increase is due to the increase in number of covers. For year 3, quarter 2, the F&B covers was 23,000. The average check is $19 for food and $7 for beverages. For year 4, quarter 2, the F&B cover was 24,000 people, and the average check is same as year 3, quarter 4. Since we are doing very good in year 3, so we decided to keep this up but not change much in food price, but we may consider an increase of 1 to 2% in the food cost due to the guests complaining about the food quality went down. In terms of human resources, our results for year 3, quarter 2 to year 4, quarter 1 are fulfilling our expectations. Competence level is 98.36%, and we can see a little fall of 1.64% from previous time. However, it is due to the introduction of lobby bar area. Our staffing level was 61.06%, which is relatively low compared to other hotels. However, we still contribute lots of incentives such as extra day offs to our employees so that they won't have burnouts or job stress. Our pay is still on the industry average level, which is 74.33%. In future, in year 5, we will increase the salary for another $50, to praise the achievement for our employees. However, the overall average turnover rate increased since last year to 8.02% due to the introduction of new departments. The goal for us is to decrease it back to 7%. We are still pleased with our new strategy and that developed our hotel. Our aim is to renovate associate facilities so that our employees can enjoy their working atmosphere. As well as we will continue working with the new strategy and bring new ideas and developments to EastWest property. In terms of marketing, in year 4, we continue to invest around $67,000 in marketing segment in order to keep our hotel exposure in different distribution channels. We keep the same level of investment for this year because we are controlling the cost expenses in our hotel and it results very good. However, there are questions from customers. For example, when and where can we find out more about your hotel facilities and prices? We will adjust our strategy to invest more advertisement in order to make the people satisfied.